Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me, nothing make a man feel better than a woman. Queen with a crown, that be down for whatever.
What is up? I'm Fox and it's Moon Day, start of a new gaming week. A huge welcome to all new and long-term subscribers, and with that being said, let's get straight into some news. And so, following a video I put out about a month ago when I reported Sony are planning to retire the standard PS4, slowly but surely replacing that SKU with PS4 Pro along with a price cut, well, looks like that is exactly what has happened. Kicking off first in Japan, the suggested retail price of the PS4 Pro has been revised to 39,980 yen plus tax, and this will take effect from October 12. Sony have released a press statement announcing the revised suggested retail price of PlayStation 4 Pro with a 1TB hard drive capacity. In addition, Sony plan to sell color variations, Glacier White being at the forefront, which was initially sold in just limited quantities back in March 2018, which proved to be so popular in the region, Sony are bringing it back. Sony Japan's marketing stated in a press release, here's a quote: "With the enhanced performance of the system architecture including CPU, GPU, etc., PS4 Pro made it possible to express images more precisely and comfortably than ever before. Choose PS4 Pro to match your tastes from two colors, Jet Black and Glacier White, to enjoy high-quality PlayStation 4 experiences with 4K quality picture on a compatible TV set and stable high frame rates." So, along with this revision, the suggested retail price of PlayStation 4 Pro Kingdom Hearts 3 limited edition bundle will be revised from 53,780 yen plus tax to just 48,780. Also, if you purchased a PS4 Pro for PS4 software, namely Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and PS4 Pro that will be released on the same day as the price revised on Friday, October 12, well, the PS4 Pro will earn you 5,000 yen more in campaign and will be held for 10 days only until October 21st at various PlayStation dealers nationwide. Now, in addition, with strong support from software makers in Japan, Red Dead Redemption 2 of Rockstar Games, Judge Eyes, Will of the Shinigami, Sega Games and God Eater 3, Bandai Namco Entertainment, software for PS4 which was long awaited for game fans such as Dragon Quest Builders 2 Deconstruction, God Sidhu and The Empty Island, which is done by Square Enix, are planned to be released one after another. And that's pretty much the official Sony Japan press release, pretty much validating what I'd relayed to Foxy Games UK subscribers, so I can't pretend to be surprised here. And viewers who really would have been privy to this information if you follow the channel well in advance of this Sony statement. Naturally, it's understandable detractors and naysayers are at first skeptical regarding the information relayed on this channel. I mean, although we continue to grow, we are still very much among the smaller sized YouTube channels, so it's nice to be validated when so many are so quick to try and call you out as either just predicting, clickbaiting, or just accusing you as a straight up liar. So, thank you all who have really given me the benefit of doubt and kept the faith and have witnessed firsthand that 99.9% of what I've said has been proven to be factual. And if I really don't have inside sources, I should play the lottery, as I seem to be predicting correctly every time. Perhaps I'll change my name to Gaming's Nostradamus. Right. Okay, jokes aside, in other news, PlayStation Classic will sell millions, making Sony Corp a ton of money and won't negatively affect the company's PS4 sales. This according to industry analyst Michael Pachter, courtesy of GamingBolt.com. Here's the full story. So, as reported on this very channel once again and many other outlets, Sony recently announced the PlayStation Classic to much fanfare, a mini console that will come preloaded with PlayStation 1 games, similar to what Nintendo have recently done with the SNES and NES Classic. Doubtless, there are countless people who really are thrilled about the announcement and will undoubtedly be picking up the mini console, which is exactly what industry analyst Michael Pachter predicts as well. Gaming Bolt recently spoke with Pachter about a couple of things, one of those things being the PlayStation Classic, which according to him will potentially sell millions if Sony keeps on manufacturing the hardware. Here's a quote from the pack. there have been a lot of support for Nintendo classic hardware, so I presume Sony will see similar success. They should be able to sell millions, 1 to 2 million in the first few months without any problem if they choose to make that many. If priced right and the game lineup is pretty good for that price, I wouldn't be surprised if they sell 2 to 3 million more this holiday and a similar number per year so long as they choose to keep manufacturing. Pactor also mentioned that the PlayStation Classic won't likely have any impact on the sales of PlayStation 4 because the target buyer of PS Classic already owns a PS4, he said. Now recently Sony announced that the PlayStation Classic will come preloaded with different games, and that depends on which region you are purchasing it in, with just 5 of those games preloaded announced so far: Tekken 3, Jumping Flash, FF7 which is Final Fantasy 7, Ridge Racer Type 4 and Wild Arms. The remaining 15 games have yet to be revealed. Some 45% smaller than the original PlayStation 1, the PlayStation Mini Classic is available for pre-order right now and is slated for a December 3rd launch for a recommended retail price of $99 or 99 euros and 89 Great British pounds for those in the UK. And in our final news segment, courtesy of the very same imaginary Sony insider sources who provided Foxy Games UK with details years ago regarding Sony's then internally codenamed PS4 Neo, which eventually launched as the PS4 Pro, and more recently some details on PlayStation 5, which of course has led to much speculation. People can be so salty with jealousy, can't they? Oh well, it is what it is, but I think it's important to say I don't necessarily take issue if someone does not believe me, but I do take issue when that someone attempts and fails miserably to influence others to not believe me in our video comments. And if they think that I lack credibility with no evidence whatsoever to support their claims, why don't these doubters go someplace else for their gaming news fix, instead of watching every video then spouting essay-length unsubstantiated theories and accusations in our video comments? Let it be known, I am not here to convince you to believe me, nor am I here to influence you. I'm only here to provide aggregated news, as I have from the very beginning 4 years ago, to those too busy caught up in life to read news articles, or they just want their news in one place. That's it, nothing more. Honestly, isn't it a damn shame that some people love to tear other people down while building nothing for themselves? Such sad individuals. Anyway, enough about the Mr. Irrelevance in the corner. Now, I was informed just this morning that Sony plans to definitely reveal PS5 at some point next year. And no, this doesn't equate to a 2019 launch. As I've stated countless times before, we could be looking at a fiscal 2019 launch up to March 2020, or a holiday 2020 launch as some others have stated, or even a 2021 launch. Who knows? But those specific decision makers at Sony. All we can do is speculate at this point, and though a fixed date was not provided in communication with my sources, yes, sources, no matter how many times I asked, it seems they themselves are not super clear on when this will drop. I mean, they are software engineers and have nothing much to do with launch decisions. In any event, I can tell you this. There are internal whispers within Sony suggesting the company could be planning to reveal PlayStation 5 without a release date. Yes, without a release date. Remember, the PlayStation 4 was revealed without a console. They showed you the controller and some game demos, but this PlayStation 5 reveal initially could come without a fixed release date, and all in an attempt to outmaneuver Microsoft's next-gen Xbox codenamed Project Scarlet. Ooh, so shrewd of Sony. And it seems like a case of cat and mouse, doesn't it? And let's face it, for both companies there's certainly a lot to play for next gen. Microsoft in particular have had a terrible 8th gen compared to the original Xbox and 360, and the company will want to keep things as close to their chest as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we might just see the most competitive next generation ever witnessed in console history since Sega versus Nintendo. This is the real deal, and it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. But what say you? Let us know in the comments. As usual, a link to all content covered today can be found in the video's description. Share your thoughts and opinions on today's news, because that unfortunately brings us to the end of another video. But let's continue the discussion in the comments. And for more PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch news, subscribe to Foxy Games UK. Remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss content. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and help us reach more like-minded gamers simply by sharing the video. And if you really like what I do, you can support the cause. Consider supporting Foxy Games UK via Patreon. You'll find a link in this video's description. Much appreciated. So there we have it. Until the next video, always remember, play games, not corporations.